EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
An explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got it open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Prescott on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Pollard one more time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey go with the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum, but all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They will find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 59 yards. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Breaks through the contact. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this pass caught by Gray. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Purdy now on second down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Purdy with it on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first two drives, but here they said, we got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a fourth down.
Taken in at the 22. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a...
And he's into the clear. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Prescott off play action. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They go play action here. Purdy gets this one to use check. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 71 yards.
A gain of 71 yards on the play. And the 49ers first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Purdy. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Osa Odighizuwa. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there.
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
In motion is Gray. Back to the air on second down, Purdy. Pressure comes and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Option play, here's Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be second down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They work now on second and 9.
Mahomes now to throw. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Right back to Swift again on second down. And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This ball deep for Tony. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. To the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick-6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. A That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 9. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough.
Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brings up third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
Darius Tony.
Hey, rip list.
A gain of 16. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Sheds off the tackle. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's second down and 3. Mahomes. There's a nice move. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's first and goal. Mahomes to throw it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Mahomes. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action now. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big run. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And take it right on the 30. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on 1st down. A little short one there, caught by Likely. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down to inside the 25. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Brought down at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. In motion right is Aguilar. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Maybe a free play for Watson. Off the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Pushes past him. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Watson now to throw. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Edwards, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go with Chubb on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Watson on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Throwing on third down, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this. Now is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try and run the option. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd down and 6 now.
At the Browns' 44-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Again, it's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way.